Another way to apply SVP is, of course, with a robot. It's quite a little bit different.
Yeah. So the robot, depending also on the robot, there are some possibilities that you can use. You can use the spray first method and then go with the robot. You can mix it in the cleaning water, or you can even use solar wash as an additive to the water. You can highly dilute it just to increase the penetration capacity of the water into the soiling, and it will be like an additive. So the spray first method, you just have manual sprayer and electric sprayer, and you go in front of the robot and you spray the product at normal dilution, and then you come with the robot, and we recommend cutting the water to the front brush, so the brush can brush without any water, otherwise it will be just rinsing off the product, and having the water on the back brush. This will allow you to rinse in the back brush, so you don't need to come afterwards with to make a second pass to rinse off the product. This can be convenient, especially on smaller installations that are highly soiled.
And easily reachable with electric sprayer.
We know that it's on bigger tables or where we have 10 modules high. This is not an option, but for small installations that can be an interesting option, because you don't need to go with the product through the robot, and you can just have someone or even yourself spraying it first and then going with the robot. If you have a more severe problem and you want to have a really strong action on the soiling, we recommend diluting directly in the cleaning water. For that we have the dosatron that we'll speak about on a different module, that will allow you to choose when to have product and when not to have product. So you can dilute directly. Usually for the robot, it's the dilution is higher than the normal, because you will be using more product than the recommended. To give you an idea, if you spray it first, our estimate is around 350 milliliters per module of product. With a robot, it's higher than that. It can be half a liter, 0.7 liters per module, depending on the size and on the speed of the robot. So you can increase the dilution and still have the same effect as the spray first module. And in this case, it just pass the robot with the diluted product, having the product in both brushes, and it will really help you on severe cases like bud droppings.
Absolutely.
Of course, have in mind that the right brush is important, and don't go with soft brushes for bird droppings, because it will not be effective. So we recommend at least the front brush being a little bit harder to be more effective, and then the back brush can be slightly softer to have a nice finish to the module. Depending on how serious the problem is, it might be necessary to rinse afterwards, just because if there's too much dirt, there might be some left, and it might be needed to rinse. On most cases, the rinsing step can be left without being done, but have in mind every plant is its own plant. There's no two alike, so each case needs to be thought of individually. And if you see that you need to rinse it off, just do it. Otherwise, some of the soiling can be left back there. Finally, using as an additive, once again, the dosatron is the recommended go-to for that. If you don't have a dosatron, you can also put it on the water tank and dilute it directly on the water tank. In this case, the dilution, it's somewhere in the vicinity of 5 times the recommended dilution, up to 8 or 9 times the recommended dilution. And in this case, you won't need to rinse for sure, because the product will not be it will not make any foam or something like that, and you can just clean normally as you would with water. It will help you increase your cleaning capacity and maybe go with the robot a little bit faster, use a little bit less water, and in the end, the cost per module isn't very low, and you are more effective and you can be more efficient, so to speak.
The driving speed of the robot is crucial here.
Yeah.
So the combination of the brushes and the speed of the robot.
Yeah. Always have in mind that when using a robot, having the correct combination of brushes, the correct speed, even the correct sense of rotation of the brushes is important to get the results that you are seeking. So, of course, the product will help, but if you want to be really efficient, you need to conjugate both the robot and the product and the way of using the product. So, talking with someone that is experienced, also talk with your fellow cleaners, and for sure they will share with you the best ways. And we are always finding new ways of using the product. Talking with cleaners such as Kim, that will give us feedback on the product, and we are always open to new ways of using our products.